was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha.
Check, 47. Hut. Watch the twist.
Sugar.
47 Mike.
Go.
Let's go.
When he hits.
Brady now on first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Mike's 47. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
When he hits.
47's the Mike, boy. Check.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep for Adams.
Back to you.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. 55 yards. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready?
Right there.
60 Pittsburgh.
Right there. 54 Mike.
I got him.
Catch it.
Any weapon. Get it.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And Josh Hill has it. Whoosh. Hill shedding the tackle. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
Now it's Davis. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Check. Crunch. Ready.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, that can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch QB drop. Check 59, Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 1st and 10, Eason. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Touchdown, Michael Thomas. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, check it.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Wait, set. 380.
47. Check. 47.
72.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
The tackle made by Kevin King. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
In your face.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Panthers 7, Saints 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Check it. Reload.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm about to take you to school.
Let's go out. No, 66.
47.
Sugar.
Now Brady.
Son, I'm coming for you, son.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you thought I said touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Buzz. Be ready. 58.
Hey, exit.
58, the mic.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14, Saints 6.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
On first down, Eason. And he fires one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Check.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's going to be a long day. Safe. Rock it. Check 24. 5.
To throw again. Eason under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Eason. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
47. Check. 47. All day, punk.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stay in situation. Let's go. Hey, Alabama. Rip.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
You better be afraid of me.
And that's complete to Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Wait, 20. Is the mic. Target.
Alpha. McCaffrey on the counter. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Brady. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.